I completely forgot to tell my dad I was doing Euphoria. And he sat down with my grandparents and turned on Euphoria.
What if I told you the actress everyone's talking about in 2026 never wanted you to see her coming? While Hollywood was busy betting against her, Sydney Sweeney was playing a completely different game. And now, she's everywhere. But here's what nobody's telling you about how she really did it. Sydney Sweeney isn't just another pretty face in Hollywood. She's a calculated businesswoman who turned criticism into currency and doubt into dominance. But the road to becoming the most talked about actress of 2026 wasn't luck. It was strategy. Let me show you the moves nobody saw coming. It started in 2019. Euphoria drops. Everyone's obsessed with Zendaya. Sydney? She's playing Cassie Howard, the vulnerable blonde who cries in every scene. Critics called her the crying girl. Fans called her just another HBO actress. But Sydney? She was taking notes. While everyone focused on the tears, she was studying the business. Because here's what most people don't know. Sydney Sweeney comes from a working-class family. Her parents went bankrupt to support her acting dream. She grew up fixing cars with her dad. This wasn't a hobby. This was survival. So when Hollywood typecast her as the hot blonde, Sydney didn't fight it. She weaponized it. Anyone But You 2023. A romantic comedy nobody expected to work. Critics trashed it. The marketing budget was minimal. But Sydney understood something the studios didn't. She knew her audience. She leaned into the rom-com nostalgia. She posted behind-the-scenes content that felt real. She made fans feel like they were part of the movie's success. The result? Anyone But You made over $200 million worldwide. A romantic comedy. In 2023. When everyone said the genre was dead. But that's when the backlash started. She's not a real actress. She only gets roles because of her looks. She can't carry a movie alone. The think pieces piled up. Industry insiders questioned her talent. Some even said her success was a fluke. Sydney's response? Silence. While everyone waited for her to defend herself, she was signing deals. She became a producer. She launched a production company. She bought the rights to books before they became bestsellers. The Housemaid, her latest thriller? She produced it. It's #1 on streaming right now. And here's the thing, she didn't just star in it. She controlled it. Then came 2025. The controversies. The family drama. The political attacks. Sydney's mom's 60th birthday party went viral for all the wrong reasons. Red hats. MAGA accusations. The internet lost its mind. Brands started distancing themselves. PR teams panicked. But Sydney? She stayed quiet again. No apology tour. No desperate statement. Just work. Immaculate, her horror movie, hit #2 on HBO Max. Americana, her neo-western that bombed in theaters, found new life on Stars. Even her failures became wins because she owns the content. Now here's where it gets really interesting. 2026. Sydney Sweeney is crowned the hottest woman of the year by online polls. But it's not just about looks. It's about presence. She's launching beauty brands. She's mentoring young actresses. She's turning her Spokane roots into a personal brand. She's not trying to be the next Meryl Streep. She's building something different. An empire that doesn't rely on Hollywood's approval. Because Sydney learned the most important lesson early. You can't wait for Hollywood to choose you. You have to choose yourself. But let's talk about the real power move. The one nobody's talking about. Sydney Sweeney's silence. In an industry where everyone overshares, where celebrities feel the need to respond to every criticism, Sydney just works. She doesn't do tell-all interviews about her struggles. She doesn't cry on podcasts about being underestimated. She just shows up. New movie. New brand deal. New milestone. And that silence makes people obsessed. Because when you don't explain yourself, people create their own narratives. And Sydney's smart enough to let them. The Devil Wears Prada sequel? She's in it. Euphoria Season 3? She's returning. But here's the twist, she doesn't need them anymore. Because while everyone was debating whether she's a real actress, she became a real businesswoman. Her production company has a first-look deal with a major studio. She's greenlighting projects. She's creating opportunities for other women. She's not waiting for someone to write her a great role. She's writing her own story. And this is what makes Sydney Sweeney's rise so fascinating. She didn't follow the traditional path. She didn't wait to be taken seriously. She didn't let Hollywood's gatekeepers define her worth. She looked at the system, understood the game, and played it better than people twice her age. At 27, she's already more successful than most actors will ever be. Not because she's the most talented. Not because she had the best connections. But because she refused to play by their rules. So when people say Sydney Sweeney isn't a serious actress, they're missing the point entirely. She's not trying to be what they want. She's building something bigger. A brand. A business. A legacy. And while everyone's still arguing about whether she deserves her success, she's already 10 steps ahead. Planning the next move. Signing the next deal. Proving the doubters wrong without saying a single word. That's the real Sydney Sweeney story. Not the crying girl from Euphoria. Not the rom-com star. Not even the controversy magnet. She's the actress who turned Hollywood's underestimation into her greatest advantage. Who stayed quiet while everyone else shouted. Who built an empire while they were busy writing think pieces. And now, in 2026, while the world finally catches up, Sydney Sweeney's already looking toward the next decade. Because she learned the most important lesson of all. In Hollywood, the loudest voice doesn't always win. Sometimes, the smartest move is to let your work speak for itself.